Hello and welcome to ISTV English News. I'm Gabby Golmay with the news today. Let's have a look at today's top stories. 4th National Voters' Day observed in the state. A good nation requires a good democracy, affirms Governor V.K. Dugal. An anti-upspot campaign intensifies. Black badge protest held at various places in Imphal. Now the news in detail. Governor of Manipur Vinod Kumar Dugal has affirmed that a good nation requires a good democracy. The youth, while keeping faith in democracy, should also think what they must do for future. The governor stated this while speaking at a function held at the auditorium of Manipur Film Development Corporation MFDC to mark the observance of the 4th National Voters' Day. The day was observed in other districts under the aegis of State Election Office. Chief Secretary P.C. Lamkunga, Chief Electoral Officer O. Nabakishore, many other distinguished persons attended the function held at MFDC. High-ranking civil officials and students of various schools and colleges were also present. A message sent by the Chief Election Commissioner of India in connection with the National Voters' Day was read out on the occasion. Governor Dugal also released a CD. Chief Secretary Lamkunga said, "The Election Commission of India has conducted 50 Lok Sabha elections and 331 assembly elections so far. Over 7 million people have had the opportunity to exercise their right to franchise. In Manipur also, more than 27 lakh people are exercising their rights," Lamkunga said, and appealed to the people to have faith in democracy. Governor Dugal said, "People of India need to keep faith in democracy sincerely. Even though some problems persist in some parts of the country, number of people who believe in democracy is rising." The governor called upon the people to exercise their democratic rights. If a society is to exist properly, people should trust democracy. He said, participations of women in the election is getting high, which is a good sign.
Now where we have to really pay this thing is, as the pledge is very solemnly and very correctly worded, that no kind of consideration and no inducement should come in the way. Particularly I say this to the younger voters, because you have to run the society, you have to run the state in the time to come, and you have to run this country. So if you understand that this is what your rights are, and this is how we are going to exercise, I assure you that nobody can coerce you, and nobody can threaten you, and nobody can tell you what to do, what not to do.
The National Voters' Day was also observed at DC Complex in Imphal West. Imphal West DC K. Radhakumar, SDO of Lampel, Vidyarani Ayekpam, SDO of Lamshang, and many other branch officers attended the function. SDO of Lampel, Vidyarani Ayekpam said, "Election is very important. We should know our duties and extend help in performing free and fair election." DCK Radhakumar said, "People blame the government for poor road infrastructure, improper water and electricity supply. People need to cast their vote fairly during election. In a democratic country like India, people have full right to elect their representatives." He urged the people to exercise their right to adult franchise freely and fairly to make election peaceful. DCK Radhakumar distributed voter cards to eligible voters. Prizes were also distributed to the winners of the quiz contest, which was held yesterday in connection with the National Voters' Day. JNV Kumbong was the winner team. Comet School and Sishu Nistha Niketan won the second and third prizes respectively. Imphal East District Administration also organized the National Voters' Day at Imphal East DC Complex. Imphal East DC RK Dinesh, Adaksha K Tombi, DLOs and other officials attended the function. DC RK Dinesh distributed electors' photo identity cards. Campaign for repealing Armed Forces Special Powers Act Assam and Manipur 1958 has intensified in Manipur once again, with various organizations holding different forms of protest. A large number of cycle rickshaw pullers today staged a black badge protest at Gandhi Ghat, Uripok Machin, near the Cherab Court in Imphal.
Inhuman over acne, Masi revealed the Namagan Palagani, Haidana, Assurance, Big Rubber Power than a number of Morganda, Manipur left and essentially protesters in East Hargomoina, Eastern Sarmilana, Taidaraga, Matoy Hena, Labor Siga, the Bolona Manpumia and the Black Pony and the Masi revealed the Labor Sajida, Woman Purso drivers and the Pullers Welfare Association, no Mogi Oiba, Single Black.
Several women organizations today protested against APSPA at the western gate of Kangla. The women protesters stormed at Kangla shouting slogans to repeal APSPA and save Sharmila's life. City police team tried to stop the women protesters at Kangla main gate. The protesters demonstrated at the main gate shouting slogans to repeal APSPA by displaying photographs of the clothless women protesters who protested at Kangla Gate during Manorama's incident. They criticized Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh for changing his promise made in 2008 to substitute APSPA with other humane.
Akoy Kanglaga 2004 Prime Minister Manamona Armed Forces Special Power Act se athuma tam laktokani aduga act segi nata act asina taba atoba yana Manipur lam namas minungsi legadaba act ma thamgani haina mahang masamang na hairaga hojik election maya yaure hojik kari bawa madugi sathana tumina leibase masigi namak Manipur prajam yam lai koina pende athuma tam da act se lakthoku haiwa.
A powerful improvised explosive device IED was found planted near a bridge between Scotland and Torbung Bangla on Tidim Road in Churachandpur district around 9:30 a.m. today. The IED was first detected by a patrol party of 54 Battalion BSF, a company of which camp is located at Kenjang. Later, bomb experts of BSF exploded the IED at a safe place nearby. Meanwhile, the outlawed United Revolutionary Front URF Manipur has claimed that the bomb was planted by the cadres of its army wing Manipur Army. Information and Publicity Secretary of URF, Sanazawa Meite, informed through the mail that the bomb weighed about 20 kilograms and was a remote control device. It was an attempt to attack the security forces protecting India's Republic Day celebrations, URF's mail stated. With just a few hours left before the Republic Day, parade is held in grandeur in Imphal city. Many social organizations join hands with the police to make Khairamban Bazaar look neat and clean. EUDO, Workers Union, TAC DEF, KEDO, CREP, SYDLO, City Police, Commando Bazaar Unit, Market women and street vendors today jointly conducted a social service program cleaning the heaps of garbage from the 3 market areas. The social service was conducted under the guidance of Imphal Municipality Council IMC. Councillor of IMC Umesh explained to the ISTV about today's cleaning program.
famam singda nupa sing famdan biba masi amona tobigano amasung ima singnasu hairiba myo singda mathakta phamun bagi wakhalo ru thalo on bio loina na aikhoigi ima sing phamiba perform adudagi hentona haibadi magi asai magi ka chauthona ba masi thaba matamda pot leiba laiba masida myo singna madada apan ba pibado ima singna pian bigano madu tobigano haidra amuksona ima sing punamaki perform phambiri ima singda IMC makadi appeal tawjari.
Before we end, a quick recap on the headlines. 4th National Voters' Day observed in the state. A good nation requires a good democracy, affirms Governor V.K. Dugal. An anti-upspot campaign intensifies. Black badge protest held at various places in Imphal. That's all we have for today. Have a pleasant evening.